There's a mysterious force woven into the fabric of life, one that shapes the events we experience and the paths we walk. This force is karma, an ancient spiritual law that holds the power to transform our lives in ways both profound and subtle. Karma is often thought of as a kind of cosmic justice, where good deeds are rewarded and negative actions come back to us in equal measure. But karma is so much more than a reward and punishment system. It's a force of growth, a teacher, a guide that helps us learn from our actions and connect more deeply with ourselves and others. Understanding karma isn't about fearing consequences. It's about recognizing that every thought, word, and action is an opportunity to shape the life we desire. Karma, when truly understood, has the potential to change our lives by revealing the deep interconnectedness of all things and guiding us toward a life of kindness, integrity, and spiritual fulfillment. In many ways, karma reminds us that we are powerful creators. Each choice we make is like planting a seed in the garden of our life, and what we plant grows into the experiences we eventually encounter. Karma invites us to take responsibility for the seeds we plant, our thoughts, words, and actions, knowing that they will one day bloom and shape our lives. This understanding encourages us to become more mindful, to act with kindness, and to choose wisely, for we are constantly weaving the fabric of our future. When we live with awareness of karma, we begin to understand that we are not just passive recipients of fate, but active participants in our journey. Karma empowers us to create a life that aligns with our highest values, and as we become conscious of this creative power, life transforms from a series of random events into a meaningful and purposeful journey. One of the most transformative aspects of karma is that it encourages self-reflection. In a world that often moves quickly, karma invites us to slow down and consider the impact of our choices. It asks us to look inward, to examine our intentions and motives. Are we acting out of love or fear? Are our words aligned with our values? Or are they driven by anger or impatience? Karma teaches us that every action creates a ripple, not only in the lives of others, but within ourselves. When we take the time to reflect, we can make choices that create harmony rather than discord, peace rather than conflict. This self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal growth, as it helps us identify areas where we may need healing or transformation. By embracing karma as a guide for self-reflection, we open the door to a deeper understanding of ourselves, and we begin to make choices that support our highest good. Karma also invites us to cultivate compassion, not only for others, but for ourselves. Life is full of challenges, and we all make mistakes. Sometimes our words or actions cause harm, even when we don't intend them to. Karma reminds us that while our actions have consequences, we are always given opportunities to learn and grow. Rather than punishing ourselves for past mistakes, we can use them as lessons to help us become more compassionate, understanding, and forgiving. Karma encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness, to acknowledge our imperfections, and to strive to do better. This compassion extends outward as we begin to see others through the lens of understanding. We realize that just as we are on a journey of growth, so are they. This perspective allows us to respond to others with empathy rather than judgment, to offer support rather than criticism. In this way, karma becomes a bridge that connects us to others, creating a sense of unity and shared humanity. The principle of karma also empowers us to break free from negative cycles. Sometimes we find ourselves stuck in patterns that no longer serve us. Patterns of anger, resentment, or fear. Karma shows us that these patterns are the result of choices we've made, consciously or unconsciously, and that we have the power to create new patterns through new choices. By becoming aware of our habits and reactions, we can begin to shift our responses. Instead of reacting with anger, we can choose patience. Instead of holding on to grudges, we can choose forgiveness. Karma empowers us to release old patterns and create new ones that support our growth and happiness. Each moment becomes an opportunity to break free from the past and embrace a new way of being. In this way, karma teaches us that we are never trapped by our circumstances. We always have the power to choose, to change, and to create a new path. Another beautiful aspect of karma is that it invites us to see the interconnectedness of all life. Every action we take affects not only ourselves but the world around us. When we act with kindness, we contribute to a world filled with compassion and love. When we act with greed or hostility, we contribute to a world of suffering. Karma teaches us that we are all connected, that our actions have a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate lives. This understanding inspires us to live with a sense of responsibility, knowing that we have the power to contribute to the well-being of others. By living in alignment with this interconnectedness, we create a life that is rich in meaning and purpose. We begin to see ourselves as part of a larger whole, a part of the human family, and this awareness brings a deep sense of fulfillment and joy. Karma also teaches us the value of patience and trust. In a world that often values instant results, karma reminds us that true change takes time. The seeds we plant today may not bear fruit immediately, but in time, they will grow. Karma encourages us to trust the process, to believe that the work we put in, the kindness we show, and the love we give will eventually return to us. This patience helps us navigate life's challenges with grace, knowing that even difficult experiences are part of our growth. Trusting karma means trusting that everything we encounter has a purpose, even if we can't see it in the moment. It means believing that the universe is always working in our favor, guiding us toward our highest potential. By embracing patience and trust, we learn to let go of the need for immediate results, allowing us to live with greater peace and acceptance. Living with an awareness of karma ultimately leads to a life of greater inner peace. When we know that our actions are in harmony with our values, we feel a deep sense of satisfaction and contentment. We are no longer burdened by regret or guilt, because we know that we are living in alignment with our highest self. Karma invites us to let go of resentment and blame, to take responsibility for our own happiness. By doing so, we create a life that is free from negativity, a life that is filled with love, joy, and peace. This inner peace is not dependent on external circumstances. It comes from knowing that we are living in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. When we embrace karma as a guiding principle, we create a life that is rich in meaning, a life that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. Karma has the power to change our lives in ways that are both profound and lasting. It shows us that we are creators of our own destiny, that every choice we make shapes our future. By living with awareness, compassion, and responsibility, we can create a life that is filled with purpose, connection, and joy. Karma teaches us that we are never alone, that we are part of a larger web of life, and that our actions matter. It reminds us that we have the power to make a difference, not only in our own lives, but in the lives of others. By embracing karma, we step into our true power as spiritual beings, co-creators of a world that reflects our highest values and aspirations. How has karma shown up in your life? Have you experienced its lessons or seen the effects of your choices come full circle? Share your experiences in the comments. And if you're new to Soul Upflow, don't forget to subscribe and join our community on this journey of spiritual growth. Tap the notification bell to stay connected as we explore more wisdom and guidance for a life of inner peace and purpose. Embrace the power of karma and let it guide you toward the life you were meant to live. How has karma shown up in your life? Have you experienced its lessons or seen the effects of your choices come full circle? Share your experiences in the comments. And if you're new to Soul Upflow, don't forget to subscribe and join our community on this journey of spiritual growth. Tap the notification bell to stay connected as we explore more wisdom and guidance for a life of inner peace and purpose. Embrace the power of karma and let it guide you toward the life you are meant to live.